Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. I know there's no hand, but hello. Today's review, Skydance's Behemoth. And do I recommend it? I do. Personally, I do. I like this game. I like this game a lot. It's got elements of Dark Souls and Shadow of the Colossus as its main inspiration. And there are elements of other games, but we'll get there. Long story short, though, I heavily recommend it, especially if you like those games like I like those games. Because now you have like a VR Dark Souls-y Shadow of the Colossus-y game. So let's just get on into it. Similar to Shadow of the Colossus's Forbidden Lands, this is the Forsaken Lands. And it's pretty beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these places are like either badass or kind of beautiful, like right here is quite lovely. So similar to Dark Souls, you have to parry and shank. So similar to Dark Souls, you can either shield, dodge, or parry your way into being able to shank them to death. So that's how it's like Dark Souls, right? You gotta like figure out their pattern of attack, and then you gotta like dip and dodge and shield and parry and shank, and it's fun. In VR, very physical, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very much has you sweating your ass off, especially since at a certain point in the game, pretty early on, they start sending bigger and bigger waves of dudes at you, and there also becomes at a certain point a certain degree of like, alright, so I killed all of them, and then I went through the next door, and then whoa and behold, more dudes. So it's a little Uncharted-like in the sense of like, so just killed some dudes, now I gotta kill some dudes, and then when I get through that door I gotta kill some more dudes, and normally that type of game kind of like annoys the fuck out of me after about 5 minutes or whatever, but due to the Dark Soulsy nature of combat, it kind of remains refreshing. The fact that everybody's a bit of a struggle kind of de-intensifies the frustration with the Uncharted-like slog of battle after battle after battle after, you know, it makes it a little funner instead of like hiding behind waist-high cover that I actually have to like go over there and unless that throw landed just where I wanted it to land. Nice. Ooh, nice. How do I do this? Yeah, that was the 2 arrows I own. But yeah, I like that
Swing
there's...
against oncoming attacks. Parry.
I like that there's options to combat. My dagger. I know I have more of them, but still, my dagger. Alright, so when they have helmets though, it's best to like get that helmet off of them before. Something that I find kind of nice about this game and early Assassin's Creed games is even the boss characters. Once you get that helmet off of them, pretty easy to just shank them in the brain and be done with it. I know that's like an extra step, whereas like Assassin's Creed, the original ones, where you just had to like either counter and shank or whatever. But I like that it's similar to that game in that like this fodder and like a renowned hero that you'll fight later on both technically have the same health bar. Every once in a while, some of the levers are not necessarily clear, although usually there's like a little flap-in flag thing behind or beside most levers and most the next way to go. Took me an
That
embarrassing
lever.
amount of time.
Use it to raise the gate.
Quiet, Celia. That took me an embarrassing amount of time to learn the little flag thing. I also like that there's like the slight element of sensuous sacrifice with the like voices in your ear and your constant paranoia and the fact that that voice pits you against the dude we met earlier. I can't remember if I'm going to keep that in or not. Eventually the two of them start blaming each other. Also similar to Senua's Sacrifice is the Rot. But it's neat how many different elements this game takes from like other games, all to fold neatly into this beautiful, fun VR experience. The second boss, though, is one of my favorite bosses. He is so much fun to face.
It's time to put my lessons to use.
Really makes all these battles worth
Show me
it.
your strength.
So similar to Shadow of a Colossus, you actually have to climb up the monster, or crawl around on it, for some of them, and get to that little weak point, and do your best Wander impression. Whee! Ouch. Give it a little shiv and a shank. Get the fuck in the dirt. And you bring them to heel.
Make your way to the neck. The
That was a lot closer than I wanted it to be.
Show them our might!
Oh shit. And we just give her a climb over to the wake spot. Well, that was incredibly lucky. That was once again incredibly fucking ouch. The colossal weapons are pretty nice because you can throw them around and they come back. And we just gotta go ahead and grab. No, the fuck you don't. So just like his life is about to end, this video too is done. Fuck you. So just like his life is coming to an end, this video too is also coming to an end. There are, oh, I forgot to mention, much like Shadow of the Colossus, your health and stamina increase with every kill. But that's basically the whole game, right? You got your Dark Soulsian combat situations, one after another until you get to the Colossi. You kill the Colossi. and then you move on to the next one. I personally enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and stunning, by the way. Every level is just a certain degree of mwah. Just beautiful. But anyway, that's the hopefully not too long and short of it. And I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of this. And if not, I hope it was at least informative. Have yourself a good one.